Alright, Sage back. Never Nights, Chapter 2. We're gonna go after Tommy's thing. I know where it's at. It's in Wayne-Up's tower. I kind of wonder if it's one of these things I picked up. Okay, now. We have to go South Road? Okay. I don't know what's down in here. Or anything for that matter. Shit. I have to go all the way around, man. Rimini. This is why I wish I had boots of speed. Ugh. So I'm just gonna go right up into it then. Now it's supposed to be on Wayne up itself. I don't know, I've got to check something. Maybe it isn't here. It be in the brazier, I wonder? No, it's on Wayne up and he's dead. Uh, God, I don't know where it's at now. Damn it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where's that. I don't have a clue. That's the summoning chamber. I could swear it's... I'll look, but I don't think it is. Because that skill is just hard. Gotta look, I don't know. No, I'm screwed because I don't know where it's at. I recall it somewhat vividly, a little bit. I can't remember where that was at. Yeah, I dropped it somewhere. I'll be danged if I can remember now, though, where. Evidently, you can't sell it to the vendors because it's a quest item. I don't have a clue where it's at now. Really don't know. Seriously, I do not know where it's at. John Wayne. I could swear he's in one of these rooms. Man, I just don't know. Wait. Ugh, thank God. Save it. Me has Ruby. This Ruby you looked for? By Brand Borvis's hairy feet it is. Where did you find it? Me finds the big mage tower on South Road. Huh, somebody did make it up hereabouts after all. Probably slaved away in some wizard's kitchen until he slipped into a bat and drowned as well. Oh well. Thanks for finding me, Lord. I'll take up a nice spot on my mantle, if I had a mantle, that is. Well, I wish I had nothing aside from some pocket lent to pay you back. All I can offer you is my friendship. Thanks. That could Tammy, more than good. You're a good man. Now let's be on. Alright, let's see what that was. Come on. Okay, that's pretty cool. I gotta get this stuff out of the way, man.
Yes? Yes? Is this...
AC is horrible. Hit points are eh. Hard? God. Damn. Alright, here we go.
Yes? Is this...
Well, let's see. I learned the majority of my trade from Danon, my partner and my love. It was good. It was he who took me away from the ruin of my family. We're a team singing duo who earned our keep in taverns, traveling from town to town along the Sword Coast. We would camp off the roads, and I would listen to as Danon told me the old legends by the firelight. I loved him more as each night passed. So why is you not with him now? An excellent question. At the time, I didn't think anything could separate us. He was my first, you see. My belief in our love was absolute. It turned out that those times were the best. I should have cherished them more, for things were quickly about to get much worse. The fateful day came when we crossed into 2 a.m. in the south. We received a rather sudden, unexpected invitation to sing before one of the wealthiest courts in Athlaka. While Danny was positive that our long months of playing taverns had caught someone's attention, that we were being rewarded, he was overjoyed. Myself, I was hesitant. I was not sure of our ability, so questioning the motives behind the invitation was far easier. I urged Dana to ignore the invitation, but naturally he would have none of it. It was the beginning of the end for us, really, though. I did not know it. Perhaps it's a story I shall tell you some time. No, you tell me now, more now.
Yes? Is this...
I had just mentioned the invitation from Iblaka, hadn't I? Yes, that's right. We went through, had I a sense of foreboding the entire way. The city coin lived up to its name. It was a golden, bustling place that rivaled even the great Waterdeep. The places we arrived at was larger than any building I've ever seen. Dannon was assured that we would find our fortune there, and for a while I thought he might be right. We were to play before the fabulously wealthy Lord and Lady Ornoris, and all seemed well. What would go wrong? Nothing went wrong at first. Dannon and I were pampered and prepared for a performance that went off without any problems. We sang in a great hall before several hundred nobles. It still shakes my breath away to think about it, and the applause for a duet was thunderous. I remember being exhilarated and pleased as Dannon was. It was then that Lord and Lady Honoris came to greet us in person. Lord Honoris was a fat, simple man who seemed bored. The lady, however, was exotic beauty. Violet eyes, elfin features, and an astounding gown. Every man watched her as she passed. Uh-oh, that's not bad. I would have hoped not. I would have hoped that love meant something, but Dannon didn't fail to notice her charms, that was certain. Of course, I was asked why we were invited. Later, Honoris ignored me and fawned over Dannon, saying how she spotted him in a lovely tavern, Baragos, and how he wanted to meet him. I had been in Baragos too, of course, but I was completely ignored. She cooed over Dannon, and he was flushed with pleasure at the attention. He agreed readily to a year-long contract to perform. Of course, I was not happy about it. Dannon calmed me later and assured me that there was nothing to worry about. Nothing could have been further from the story, further from the truth. It's the oldest story in the book. Perhaps, perhaps not. I thought for Dannon, but things weren't as they seemed.
Yes?
Very well, Grom. I told you that we had met Lady Honoris, correct? That she'd fawned all over Dannon. He assumed there was nothing to fear. Well, we were bound to by contract now to perform, so we did. We did so well, too. It's not long before we were toasted with lack of praise by the Lord and Lady Honoris at their return. Noble showered us with attention and gifts at every turn. Everyone wanted us to perform for the next. I was a bit dazzled by all, but also concerned. Lady Honoris continued to lavish attention on Dannon. She called to him private performances without me, and was spellbound despite my efforts to distract him. They have a spare, maybe? I pray that was not. I suspected, but could prove nothing. The servants were too good at misdirecting me, steadily keeping me from interrupting privacy. Desperate anger, I accused Dan of succumbing to her lust. He denied it. Denied it angrily, I believed him almost. After one of our largest concerts, I followed Dan as he left the stage. I used the magic I knew to disguise himself, avoiding the servants and keeping pace with him. I felt terribly guilty for deception, hoping against hope that my suspicions were not. Of course, I was disappointed. I watched miserably as Dana made us rendezvous later over house, laying forever kisses upon her and saying how every minute they were apart was excruciating him. Why'd they keep it secret from me even? Don't be foolish, they weren't keeping it secret from me, they were keeping it secret from my Lord Nurse. He likely couldn't have cared less, but appearances had to be maintained. In my shock, I must have dropped my spell, but the lady Nara spotted me and she did not care. She only laughed lightly and pointed me out to Dan, and he merely looked at me and smiled. I merely stood there dumbfounded as Dan called me a foolish little girl. Pathetic. Not only did he prefer Lady Nara's, but he had never loved me. I fled, their mocking laughter ringing in my ears. I fled them. I fled out to go, and I never looked back. That is very terrible, Charlene. Yes, I was devastated. I had left the security of my family to make dinner in my rule, and it crumbled around me as I said, forever things were not as they seemed. I found out much later that Lady Norris's beauty was the result of an enchantment or glamour she had spellbound Dan in a literal sense. I also discovered that a lock of Nymph's hair will break her spell. Dana will be released, and her glamour will end. Revert to her natural appearance, old and fat, solo hair. You sure Dana will still be with her? Yeah, so the story goes at any rate. He had been in a famous bar in Africa for years, and she still is his patron, a fairy tale that will end someday. Everyone should be allowed their little illusions, perhaps. I admitted that it would give me some small satisfaction to remove her spell once and for all. And it will take finding this nymph's hair one day. Perhaps it will discover soon. These things may have nymph's hair here. This is the nymph's hair, isn't it? You are a marvel. Dana will be freed, and Lady Honora will reveal for the fat old woman that she is. Or is that what I want? I've been looking forward for this some time, but I failed to see excitement over it. Damn it, it should be free from the spell, no? The spell may have worn off, and maybe it was really a choice, but what it wasn't, I suppose I own that much at least. Thank you, I wish I had something more thank you with. Maybe I'll think of something later. Let's go on. Did I not get the belt? Alright, there's that. AC is kind of okay. Head points are The constitution that high? Well, man. We're getting there.
Hey there, dear.
I just wanted to be an adventure Grom. I had a natural curiosity about everything, and I wanted to experience things I read in books. But I am from Abraska, the home of philosophers, mages, scholars, and students of mysteries. Adventurous souls are few, and they are often looked down upon except one. Who might that be? Sense Larnell was a handsome, charismatic, and intelligent, adventurous archaeologist. He was responsible within Abraska and other intellectual services and places. Respected, I meant. Like Waterdeep, he was considered the most eligible bachelor in Abraska. You husband? Actually, I didn't like him at first. I was reading text on ancient race one night in the temple library. The author was writing about his adventures, seeking lost relics and exotic and dangerous locals. I slammed the book on the table, calling the author a lying pompous fool. Another elf was sitting on a chair near me with his face in a book. He asked me what I was reading. I told him the name of the book, and he laughed. In my youthful arrogance, I went off to list a large number of errors in the author's logic. It'd be that bad? When I finished, he began to refute every point I had made. It was, I quickly discovered with Seneth Lonero. When I realized the mistake I had made, I screamed and ran from the room. Despite my blundering, I must have made an impression on him, for he pursued me from that day on. Eventually, he won my heart, though only through an act that almost cost him his life. What'd he do?
Hey there, dear. What?
You want to know how Sith won my heart? I guess I could tell you about it. I couldn't face Sith since our embarrassing encounter. I decided never to be near him again. Easier said than done when dealing with a daring adventurer. One night he scaled the 10-story wall of my parents' home, climbed in through the window. What happened? and he began to quietly serenade me. I sat bolt upright and bit open my mouth to scream. He jumped toward me to quiet me, but I didn't know it was him, so I brought my foot up and kicked him in the jaw. He stumbled backwards and out onto the balcony. I leapt to continue my attack, but when I got to the balcony, I saw his face in the moonlight. He was holding his jaw, his face wrinkled in pain. You break his jaw? I just bruised him, but it was a real lot, because when I realized what I had done, I moved to help him, and he must have thought I was attacking again. He leapt over the edge of the balcony, saying he didn't want to have hurt me to stop me. So he said later, I thought he would fall and kill himself, so I ran over to stop him. He grabbed the edge of the balcony, or between the rails, and was trying to swing himself toward the lower terrace. I didn't see his fingers though. You didn't. I stepped right onto the right hand, causing it to slip off the edge. He managed to hang on with the left hand, though. Rain would die. He called on the name to strength to save him. I felt power flow into my muscles. I reached over the edge, grabbing his hand. I pulled her large popping noise and hauled him over the wall, dislocating his shoulder and all. I don't think he was terribly thankful for his. He just lay on the balcony trying to hold his shoulder and rub his jaw. I was trying to apologize, but he just kept begging me not to touch him. Finally, I got frustrated with his protests and grabbed his shoulder, popped it back into place, and then cast a healing spell on him to relieve pain. Him forgive you? I never gave him a chance to think about it. I helped him up, kissed him soundly, then led him into my bedchamber and removed any thought of flight from his mind. Good move. We were very close after that night, and we married a year later. They were the happiest years of my life. I wish they could have lasted.
Hey there, dear.
You have been a true friend. I've been reluctant to speak to you of us, but you did help me recover the child. Perhaps you can help me with this as well. Since retired from his adventure life for a couple of years, then one day he came home with news. They discovered the location of an ancient city. I knew as soon as he uttered those words that he would be off on another of his grand adventures. I wanted to go with him, but I was involved in preparing a special celebration for the temple. Him to wait for you? I think he had waited for a time when I was wrapped up in something I couldn't get out of. It was his way of protecting me. Since I had a friend who was a mage, create a pair of journals. We could write to each other and be in contact every day. I didn't know why. The city would write about his thoughts and philosophies on life and mysteries. I wish he had written more about that when we went. Why you wish that? The last sentence he wrote, he spent several pages telling me how much he loved me, and that no matter what happened to him, I must go on. I knew something was wrong, and I begged him to tell me, but he ignored my pleas. The last thing he wrote was that he could hear them coming again. That was it. Someday I'll find the cave sent to exploring, and I'll try to find that journal. I think that I could probably do that and be able to get past the ghost that haunts my dreams. That's it. Oh, Simp, I love you. You really are gone then. I thought that would be easier than this. I knew it would be easier than this. I knew it was, but it still hurts. Rakula, it's all my fault. And not fault, Lanu. Me no believe you. I wish I could believe that. I don't know. I wish it was some trick, but I think it could be worse. You're proven to be a true friend once again. My heart will heal in time. I must tell you something. As your friendship grows, so will the power of the pendant I gave you. I think that you shall find it stronger than it was before. That be good reward. Me like pretty pendant. It is little in comparison to what you have done for me, but I do appreciate it. You have any friendship and admiration as well. Now let's go and bring those. Okay, yeah, fine. Finally, that's all over. Holy cow nuts, man. Where's her thing at? That was a mouthful, man.
I've been waiting for you. We will meet you in the Erebeth, and I shall begin moving out.
We need to gain admittance into Luskan to follow your lead.
Alright, that's where we're going. Alright, fine. Dang, man. Now, let us be off. Two boobs on the way to town. Ugh. Chapter 3 awaits. Well, you're going to see what this is going to be full of. Chapter 3. Yeah, I think it's probably the weakest of them all, to be honest. Even one's a little bit better. Due to the variety of the side quests that you have. Chapter 4 is the best, really, to be honest. 2 is really good. I did like it.
Hello.
You're the ones that Aaron wants to let me in the gates. You look like trouble, if you ask me. You sure you know what you're doing? You need to find Colt. Aaron mentioned something along those lines. Had plenty of questions about the Wisdom Tower, too. Truth be told, the less I know about what you're up to, the better I feel. Do you know what it's not or not? Yeah, let me in. Alright, the gates are open for you. Now just remember, I can't let you back out once you're in. Make sure you have everything you need. You hear? See? This right here. Lancrotos. All over.
I have failed in the task.
There's nothing really around here. No, I lied. I didn't recall seeing this anywhere. A trap in this old slum building? Give me a break, man. This is where we want to go. Well, I thought it was. Where else would they be? Go look around, apparently. I don't know where else. Where are they? I'm back here later. Where are they? Damn it.
The rage of the red tiger unleashed!
What the hell are they at? What the hell? Where the could they be? Seriously. God damn it, come on, it's right the fuck there. God almighty, man. Get out of the fucking way. Son of a bitch.
Die at my hand! You will not survive!
It's fucking messed up. God damn it. No! Damn it! Where the fuck are they? It might be in the temple here. Oh, come on.
It is good to see you at last, my friend. I fear I have terrible news. It seems that the good lady Erebeth has disappeared. We can find no trace of her.
What happened?
The Lady Paladin had been quite silent since you left port last. I thought perhaps that she had found contentment now that the cult was located. So my eye was not as close upon her as it might otherwise have been. Regardless, she used considerable skill to vanish without notice sometime after our arrival in the city. All of her gear and armor is gone as well. She prepared well and left of her own volition, though I can scarce believe it.
You have ideas where she be?
She has not returned to Neverwinter. Part of me wonders if perhaps she seeks to exact her own brand of vengeance upon the cultists. I cannot be certain. Erebeth was acting so strangely before her disappearance. She had an icy calm, as if the Lady Paladin had accepted an unpleasant fate. I worry for her safety. She is not in her right mind, I fear.
You try to find her.
Your most important task is to find your way into the host tower, my friend. The cult must be dealt with. If you find Erebeth there, all the better. If she is not, a true search will have to wait until after your own mission is complete, no matter how much we might wish otherwise. So then, Let us discuss your mission.
Where do we find Host Tower?
The tower lies on an island, reachable by a bridge on the northeastern shore. There are rumors of other entrances, but I have been able to find none. The bridge, however, is guarded well by both armsmen and sorcery. The wizards of the Arcane Brotherhood value their privacy.
What you know about Arcane Brotherhood?
Little enough, if the truth be told. The wizards search diligently for spies at every turn, so I receive only questionable news from outside the tower itself. It is known, however, that the Arcane Brotherhood are the true power in Luskan. The High Captains rule the city, but only with the wizards' leave. How the cult gained its foothold there can only be guessed at. The wizards may be allies, or indeed even members of their cult. If you do gain entrance, use extreme caution and find out all you can about their plans. Assaulting them directly may not be an option.
Let me get inside tower.
I believe I know of a way, though it is a risky path to say the least. The bridge to the tower's island is guarded by magic that is not easily bypassed. Those who wish admittance to the tower must be granted the proper pass by the wizards. Papers which are affixed with a magical seal that allows the possessor to pass unhindered by the ward. Unfortunately, the only persons which I am sure possess such a pass are the High Captains themselves. If you were somehow to acquire one of these documents for me, with its seal, I could easily use it to forge a similar pass for you.
Alright, me go now.
Go then, and
Alright, hold on. Now that we're in Luskan. Alright, let's see if there's something here that he can offer for.
I greet you, my child.
Well met.
Greetings, my lord, such as a hero yourself in these halls. Aaron again has me to ask you to aid in your cause. I have erected a teleportation port, but similar to one port last returned to tunes as soon as you're carried. You need healing. I'm glad to help you, my lord, but most of my power has been used to erect the portal and maintain the spell. I'm sure that cleric sure can help you. Who the hell else is there? This house of worship is just God, and one that has been as much in the way of hardship. Pray no add to it and come in peace. You have the supplies and stuff to sell? Oh, yes. Need to get all my money first. Ugh. I didn't need it. Right now, look around and see what there is. This is a cleric's place. Only health. Disease, level ability, training, poison. That's huge. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. All right. Oh. Another break again, I know, but we'll be back. Alright. uh, not as quick of a break as I thought, but we need to check out other places, man. God damn it, he's right there.
I will see you dead!
Now,
Hello there. Most of my finer items have already been stolen, but you're certainly welcome to try your hand at stealing what remains. That is, if you're here to steal at all.
who are you? My name is Gilmore, purveyor of fine metal goods and investor extraordinaire. I'm more than happy to show you any recent invention if it wasn't broken. What invention means? I finished it only a week ago, my finest work. In fact, I named it the Fantabulous Contrapulator. Not too much, do you think? Its ability to turn out any number of fantastic magical potions. A wide variety according to customer specifications. I would have made a fortune had cruel fate not intervened. Picture this. There I was, sweating away at the final touches to the contrapulator, eager to show it to my jealously filled colleagues. And they're mocking once and all. Suddenly a crash. Hades and deep creatures stormed my secret laboratory, shredding everything they found, including my beloved invention. I tried to stop them, but they were too much for me, and I'm awfully intent on taking a bite, if you know what I mean. So far, I ran for it and barely escaped through a magical hole I always carry with me. Alas, I cannot go back to my lab until at least all this fuss is over and my invention is ruined. While I certainly hesitate to reveal the details of my patent theories on magical physics, but otherwise certainly ask away, where is this lab you talked about? He normally wouldn't tell anyone where his secret labs, but I suppose it doesn't matter now, does it? It's down the sewers, and no doubt it's quite a state of array. If you find it, don't think less of me for all the mess. Oh yes, beware of all the ghouls down there too. Don't know where they came from. How machine works? Oh my god. Could we fix the machine using it too? That I'd like to see. If you want to try, you're welcome to. It'd be quite a delight to return to my lab and make the machine once again intact. From what I remember, the ghouls ripped some of my levers. Machine is otherwise intact, so I would wager if all 4 levers were fixed, machine would work just fine. It has only enough fuel in it for, maybe 30 potions so. I won't be able to synthesize any more fuel from the sewage until spring runoffs, just so you know. What you sell? Oh, this and that magical things I've collected for years, plus more than a few I've made myself. I'm a tourist investor after all. You want to buy stuff. Oh boy. Bad for 11,000. That's good to have. Well, as you see, I'm trying to find my way around. I'll go this way. It's no different from anything else.
do as you ask.
For the Oath Guards! I'll slit your throat!
I have failed in the task.
I'm just looking to see what's around, bro. I'll come back here later. I need to find the Fighter Club. Really? I don't know where it's at.
It is done.
It'd be at. Every little bit helps right now because this stuff is not going to be cheap. There is a ring of power, and that thing's expensive. I just don't know where the other fighter place is. Here's a temple.
My Oath Guards' blood!
It is done.
My weapon, in effect.
I don't understand where it's at. Hammer Smithy. Here?
I have failed in the task.
What?
Hail to ye!
I have little enough stock left and barely enough metal to pour. State your business and what sells you. I have one of the finest armies in Luskan. It is. I've been forced to set up shop here with a rudimentary stock. He asks questions. He sees what you has. That is strange. Well, wow. That's it?
Hail to ye!
That's kind of shitty. Really? I missed this door right here then?
I have failed in
God.
the task.
What do you do? Greetings, I'm our to Red Wizard Thay. I have numerous arcane and magical items I would be pleased to sell you for more reasonable prices. Who are these Red Wizard guys? Red Wizard master of all that is arcane. We have conclaves throughout the realms where we offer a variety of magical experts from Thay. I am one such merchant member. This your enclave is pretty pathetic. This is not my enclave, you hairless monkey. I am here from NSS City. My enclave was destroyed by the High Captains, which, like much of the city, once the things calm down, will return. Yeah. Ow.
Hello there.
You heard of cults, maybe? What's going on in the cities? Well, the captains between all the high captains should be obvious enough. No doubt you know all about that, however. Let me know about that. I'm not surprised. I see, well, now captains are 5 high captains. Long ago, they all began to war with each other right out in the streets. Our business, especially with the Arcane Brotherhood not lifting a finger, stopped it. Tell me the high captains. Well, let's see. 3 of the high captains fled, or have been killed. At least 2 of them fighting. Perth and Baram. Each of them has their own little army and is tearing the city apart, trying to kill the other. As I'm sure you can see for yourself, rumors used to be that the Arcane Brotherhood told them that what to do, but that doesn't appear to be the case anymore. Who wins, you know? Who could tell? I know who's losing through the whole city. If you aren't being kidnapped, forced to join one of the High Captain's armies, you're being slaughtered in the streets. By the time the fighting is over, there'll be nothing left to rule. I hear everyone here has a plague. We should be so lucky.
Hello there.
Ah. I don't know. I'm really surprised by this.
I shall do as you ask. It is done.
just thought there was a...
I will see you dead. Taste my
God.
savage fury. For the Oathguard. Taste my savage fury.
Here I am just wanting to look around, man. This way.
For the Oathguard!
I'm trying to get situated gear-wise.
Can I help you?
Hello to you.
Gotta collect stuff to sell. What the hell am I missing? Apparently I'm an idiot. Huh? You lose my mind. What's a ring of power? Oh, it's just too good to have, man. Especially that resistance. Hey, wait a minute. How was I regenerating before I bought that? Now I'm wondering about that right now. hell am I missing here? Yeah, okay, whatever then. I'm actually gonna buy that. I gotta go to the other stores because I don't know what's going on here. They just keep coming and coming.
I have failed in the task.
Jesus, criminy. That's a great X plus 2 then. Well, I can't figure out. Jesus, man. Really? I'm having some trouble here.
Hello there.
Gotta be that contraption guy then. A little surprised though.
Greetings again.
Listen, lore's no big deal. Spell resistance kinda helps. At this level? Yeah, not really. Like a holding, I don't know. Uh 25 2015 is actually pretty good. Saving throws. Let's go and get at it. So, let me go all the way up here. Greetings, sir. You're in the Northern Forest. Then normally I don't allow barbarians to sit close cutlass in, but since the High Captain sealed the gates of ducks, we've had little enough business. The fighting mostly bypasses my end, so it's fairly safe if you wish to stay here. Supplies have been scarce, but I serve you as best I can. Who you be? My name's Arun Thunderbest. If you must know, I be the proprietor of this inn, although it's not much to look at. The things the way they are. Normally we'd be bustling with all the sailor folk and other travelers that would come through the city. At the moment, I've got our locals who are taking refuge from the fighting. I've got a few meager rooms available still and some water down, but not much better. There's much more. That's more than most, however, have. You have questions? What go on in the city? That's pretty succinct. Oh well, it's the big question, isn't it? The High Captain's been fighting each other for weeks now. He's trying to kill the other. They've gone completely crazy. I've heard he's trying to take power in the city for himself. Half the city has been burnt down between all the fighting. The pirates and the mirror bar have completely blockaded the area. Word has it the High Captain's got sorcerers, so many monsters fight for him. It's been complete chaos. What's there all this, you know? Nobody knows. The High Captains have always been at each other's throats, but they've never resorted to pitched battles in the streets and creating monsters. Maybe the Arcane Brotherhood wants there to be only one captain, not sure. Everyone knows the Brotherhood is real power, though, but they haven't done anything about fighting. Tell me about how captains. There used to be 5 of them. Yeah, we know. You tell me about Baron. I kept Baron's slipper. I'm not surprised he survived. He used to have his own base in slums, but that was burnt down long ago. Some people say he's treated down in the sewers with the rats. Don't know much of how stuck I put in that, though. You tell me about Kurth. He's the most powerful of the High Captains, or what he was, suppose. His tower was here to the west, but that was destroyed last week. I'm told he's taken his bloody hands and barricaded himself in the West Harbor. The district's all closed off. So I'm not even sure how one would get in there. Now, if you care to. You heard any rumors?
Hello there.
Who are you? I guess my name is Elwood. What do you know? Why do you want to know? Who are you? He is Rom. Now we know each other then. Please pardon my mood, but it's not a good day. He looks for work. Well, if you're looking for work, maybe you could help me. I would pay if you did. My sister, my dear Yvain, is being held by Captain Kurth, the most powerful of the High Captains fighting control the city. I paid him a fortune in ransom and bade him even to release her, but he refuses. There's no authority for me to turn to. First does he pleases, I fear I shall never see her again. Why, sister captain? Yvain, she's a beautiful woman. When his men raided her home and took most of my wealth, she caught his eye and he took her too. I dare not imagine what he has done to her. You know where she's held? My sister has some skill in magic. I would have hoped it would allow her to return escape from Kurth on her own, but that doesn't be the case. Me could rescue her. I thank you for the offer, sir. But I mean no offense, but I've been trusting life of my sister. Who knows what would happen to me if you fail? You get sister back to you safe, no problem. I suppose I have little choice. The fact that you offer to save her at all is more than most could do. If there's even a chance for her rescue, I must take it. I have been told that near Cursed Ruined Tower there's a gap in the wall, which may lead into West Harbor. I have been too frightened to try it myself, but perhaps you could attempt it. Holy Christ. Here, I'm giving you a ring that belongs to Yvain. If you find her, she will like be so frightened this will let her know that I've sent you. Perhaps it will help. Find Yvain, please. Beg you, find her, or tell me what has become of her. I will die if I do not know. Me do that. Thank you, but I should pay for your safe return. Heck. Really? Wanda?
Please leave me alone. I do not wish to speak, and I have nothing left to steal, I assure you.
What is the big problem? I see you intend to be percent pro. I wish to know what is wrong. I shall tell you, though my story is not a unique one here. That evil High Captain Baron, visited our home with his soldiers. He deserted our wealth to pay for his army and his war, no doubt. My husband objected naturally without even a thought, Baron. He cut my husband down, murdered him. I still remember his laughter as he took my children, all 9 of them, and turned me out of my home. Once he done with it, he burned it to the ground. Not my husband did, and that being held my children. I know nothing of their fate, and I know nothing left, and nowhere to turn to. That's my tale, sir. That'd be very sad. It is very sad. I would do anything to have my children back, but Barbara will not even see me, and anyone can help. Maybe we could help. Could you? I would give anything to have my children safe from that being, or at least I know what they are all right. I could reward you. I have no coin here, but my husband has some saved. I know where it is, and I could tell you. It'll be enough, I think. Tell me where he is now, and me helps. I am no fool. If there's all 3 that will get someone to find my children, then I will never give it up beforehand. Okay, me help you. I am glad to hear it. Do you have any questions for me? Where me finds this Baron? It has been once held the base of the sun, but that was burnt down more than a month ago, as the war in the streets went on. Where he has gone since, I simply don't know. Some say he lives in the sewers now, but I truly hope not. Why Baron keep kids? I wish I knew. Perhaps he has some sinister purpose in mind for them. I do not even want to catch them. I am hoping it's sent them somewhere, released them. I simply do not know where they are. You know where kids be? No, I have not. He's the one who knows where they are. Baron has enemies, maybe? The other captains who he fought with these long weeks, only Kurth remains, but no one is sure where he is. Kurth would want Baron dead, I'm certain. Let me go now. You'll give me a glimmer of hope. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, so there's no... This is the Cutlass. And there is no other NPCs in here, mercenaries, so I'm stuck with Homeboy here. Already got that. Get out of the fucking way.
I don't remember inviting you into my home. What do you want?
Yes, once on my sea. I love you like my home. Please don't invite you after all, so if there's nothing present, who be you? No, Lady Jamal. My husband's out in the city right now. However, is there something I can do for you? You know about cults, maybe? Well, a good lady friend of mine wanted to start a cult soon once. Does that count? You need directions. Well, yeah. No.
I shall do as you ask.
Come back later. Bella.
Hello, darling. This is a house of refinement, I remind you. We'll have no trouble now.
This kind of place? Place of pleasures, dear man. There are men and women here who could take your mind away from the trouble, terrible world outside for a time. How many sees one? You have to speak to one of them yourself, my dear man. If they have the time, they like you well, and that you can take things from there. All my girls and boys spend their time upstairs. You can go up there, right up there, if you like. If you stay down here, well, you be careful around some of these men. Who are these men? Most of these brutes are soldiers for either High Captain Kurtz or High Captain Barham. They take their commanders well. They take after the commanders as well, for they fight continuously. My career is all I can to keep them from distracting enough to tear each other from apart and destroy my good home. It'd be far better for all this when those High Captains get over with and kill each other once and for all. Perhaps I shouldn't talk so. What do you think about them, Charlie? Me agrees with you. Well, there's a smart boy. When you were the golden minute, I laid eyes on you. Yes, I did. Now, you know, since you feel the way you do, you might want to go and talk to Ransom. She's one of the girls upstairs. Don't ask why, sweet. Just trust me. Damn it.
It is done. I shall do as you ask.
Get out of here.
I shall do as you ask.
I knock and he bust. Rain. Oh, wow.
Well, hello to you.
Who are you? Look, I don't entertain here right now. I am reserved to go elsewhere. Whether I like it or not, so please leave me alone. Who you? Hey, my name is Rain. I have to go, so could you leave, please? You not look so happy about that. I am no pain in a high captain. I would rather not serve your whims. If I had a say in it, I'd do what I'm told, however. Why search head captains if you do not want to? Look, I don't want to get into any trouble. Talking about the high captain's nothing but trouble. You not tells anybody what you says. Fine, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what I know. High Captain Barham and High Captain Kerr hold us hostage, practically. Miss Phyllis has to do what they tell her, or she shut us all down, makes us all slaves of worse. Orth and I have to go to the High Captain's bases to put on a show, or do whatever else you want. We despise it, there's nothing we can do about it. Miss Phil does her best to help us, but there's nothing she can do, nor we can do about it. I just wish someone would visit a painful, horrible death on these men. This would all be better. And if somebody say that is willing and okay with you, I'm glad to tell them whatever I knew. If you mean those bastards' death. How many find Kirsten? Kirsten is in the West Docks district. His men come out of a gap broken in the wall. I don't suggest you use that. There's an opening in the ruins of this old tower. That is what I use when I must go and see him. You need a key to get into his base through the tower door. I have a key, which you can get guy if you want the key. Yeah, I mean, his key. Take it, it's a copy I've made. You must be careful how they know me. A cursed man will assume you are an assassin if you see him inside the troop base. I don't know what your plans are, but surely I have a feeling that Kurtz won't like it either way. Where do we find Barham? Well, Barham has a base within the sewers of the city, full of troops and undead monsters conjured by sorcerer allies. The main gate is through a sewer entrance on the island east of here and south of here. This base is heavily fortified, but not impregnable. There's a black entrance that's not well known about. The store's silver grate just to the west of the brothel by the source. It's the entrance I used to go to when I see him. I have a key which can help you gain entrance if you like it. Yes, keep. Here, this can unlock the gratings there for you. Be careful, they know me, but I think you're an assassin will spot you. I don't presume to know your business, but kill the bastard if you can, that'll be all I have to know. Tell me about Kurth. He's a madman, he's always been hungry for power. They say, but even his men think he's gone completely mad now. He will stop at nothing to fight to get what he wants. All he's about is killing Baron and talking about the city, talking about how glorious it would be. I don't believe he actually knows things about what all of it has done to Luskin. Can the captain be talked to? I don't know. They might make a deal with you if they thought we'd put them ahead of the other captains somehow. But they bought keeping that. It's another matter entirely. Goodbye. All right, we've got that. I've got to call it for now. We'll see you in the next one.